Just woke up not too long ago. Uh, the videos earlier, if I was attacking anyone in the videos, as far as an attack goes, my main aim was at my nurse. And the fact that I felt that when it comes to venting to her, I feel like she either tried to shut me up or say, let's not talk about that right now. Try to place all the blame on me. Or just say, let's not. We're always trying to say I have COVID. And now I'm in this crazy situation with the VA now. That was where a lot of my anger and venting came from. It just so happened that a part of it, China was a part of when it came to me venting. Because I thought that she, being a health professional, that I could vent to her. That's why, for what, like a week? I wasn't coming online venting about China. I was trying to talk to a mental health professional. You know? But I felt like she was trying to place all the blame on me. Now, as far as the mental health aspect of what people go through with menopause, I didn't know they go through that. I just know that they do have, well, I guess I should have, mood swings. But I thought that that's all it be is mood swings. And hormone changes and hot flashes, which I guess I technically forgot that China does go through that. I mean, she didn't mention whether it's over with or not, or I didn't know. I mean, you're kind of up in the air when you don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. To me, communication goes a long way. It can solve a lot of heartache and pain. That's a lot. That I think my whole deal was I'm getting a beating from the world, and then to me, I felt like I'm getting a beating at home. That was my deal. So it's just not like I said. My main thing was feeling attacked from my nurse and feeling attacked at home. But mainly, my main aim was my nurse. Because like I said, like I told her about they left the IV in my arm, she made excuses for that. Telling her about the apartment people. She like, let's not deal with that right now. I'm telling her, she like, we're worried about your health. I'm telling her about the apartment people charging me for the dog. Or let's not deal with that right now. We're worried about your health. Oh, I think it's COVID. I think it's COVID. I think it's COVID. Now, the apartment people just keep going up and up on my bills. Now the VA questioning my money. And like I told her, everything is, let's not talk about that right now. Let's not deal with that right now. Well, when are we going to deal with it? Yes, I understand my health is very important. But her whole deal was, you got COVID, you got COVID. When I told her, look at my records. And it took her just the other day to look and see that I've been having a white blood count since 2013. And they don't tell her how high it had been since before then. You know, they've been monitoring my white blood count. to the point I had to see an oncologist because they thought I had some type of cancer. I went to sleep. I didn't know I fell asleep. And I said I had able to calm down a little bit. It wasn't mainly to put China on blast, but it was mainly to go off about my nurse and how I feel like she been responding to the thing, and I just was offended at her response to me venting about China, how everything is the. I understand what you're saying, but and then she's like, "You being manic again." That triggered me. It did. It triggered me because am I bipolar? Because it's not in my records. Like, it triggered me. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is going on YouTube. I'm putting this whole on blast because yeah, the thing that really got me pissed off is how they left the IV in my arm and she made excuses about that. How they had that driver sitting outside for 2 hours. She made excuses about that. And now I'm like, I'm really starting to question the intentions of this nurse having the best interests of my well-being like she says she do. And I was kind of starting to question everybody around me, well, intentions around me. Really. Because everybody keeps talking about I have a good heart. I'm too giving. I'm too nice. But they got so much to say about me behind my back. Brandy speaks real. But they got so much complaints to say about me behind my back. I'll just start lying then. The people are really going to be pissed off. Yeah, I understand that maybe these videos might be giving people to talk about, but guess what? They've been having a lot to say, and they ain't even been seeing these videos. People got a lot to say regardless, just because I'm me. People don't like me because I'm me. Yes, this is going to blow over. And this is going to pass. Things are going to get better. This is where I'm at right now. But things are going to get better. Somebody told me I need to check on Candy. Not right now. Not right now. I can't do it. I'm not built for it right now. Earlier this morning, I was scrolling on there's two sections of YouTube, the home section and the recent section. And they're saying something about a bunch of tropical storms that had hit the southeast side of the United States last night. And so I went to check and see if she was okay. I seen the titles of her videos. I'm like, not today. Not today. I clicked on the one where a couple of them said she was about to go to jail. I'm like, and then one of them said something about she was on the verge of quitting her job. I'm like, not today. Cause I'm not built for her to come and attack me, going back and forth with her. The folks came and called the police on her for being right there at that spot. Now I do remember she been at that spot for some time. It ain't been no year and 8 months. But to be fair, a car could come speeding through there, or a drunk driver could come speeding through there and kill her. And then what she said, gang stalker did it? No. So I mean, they did was trying to tell her they were looking out for her safety. But somewhere up in there's some disagreement between them, and they called the police on her. And the police looked like they was kind of trying to gaslight her too. But her telling her no, she don't have no family. You know, she ain't got nowhere she can go. And I'm like, I'm not finna go over this, where she had somewhere she could have came. She had somewhere she could have been. She could have been staying with me. But because of her stubbornness and her attitude. Now back to me. My nurse flat out was placing the blame on me, like I'm being manic again, or trying to make like I'm not reasoning with her. Well, they gave me this medicine. Okay, everybody was saying I've been changing since I've been on this medication. So now they took me off this medication. I've been on this medication for some few days, probably a week now, right? Or since whenever I've been out the hospital. Okay, so a week or two. Okay, so my psychiatrist said that she doesn't want to make any changes to my mood stabilization medicine until this other medicine, venlafaxine, is completely out of my system. So now I'm asking you guys to be patient with me, or to bear with me if I appear to be snappy or irritable. But at the same time, it's like the world is putting their foot up my ass. In the meantime of that, I'm going through all these changes within my body, on top of me having being sick with an infection. This medication is trying to leave my body, so I'm going through withdrawal symptoms on top of medication leaving. An infection. So my mind and my body is like going haywire. So that's what pissed me off about the nurse telling me I'm being manic again, because you just sat here and told me I'm going through withdrawals. So why you gonna act like I'm the one just like doing this, being just flat out being an asshole, and I'm being an asshole on my own? And then you can hear when you're on the phone with somebody, and you can hear when they roll their eyes like, okay, you're right, okay. You can hear that by the tone of their voice. So yeah, I got pretty angry. And to me, it's just making me mad, because I feel like this lady started all this. Like, what's been going on? Like, she talking about, had I gone to the VA sooner, none of this would be happening right now. How about had you been patient, had the nurse been patient with me, and let the primary care doctor get back in touch with me like she told me to do, this wouldn't be happening. They wouldn't have left the IV in my arm. I wouldn't have been stuck up there with no water. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, I commend you for going. And yeah, I get that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to get cool points for going. Like, I'm going to get a cookie. Like, what's going to happen? And then, like, she's insisting that I did have COVID a few weeks ago. Like, that was my main aim in the other video. And just me not understanding. Alright. Like I explained to China, it seemed like ever since we found out that the people at the vape shop had felt this type of way about us, and that they don't like neither one of us, especially China. She changed. Like, I had the seizure, she was okay. She was just dealing with it. I had the psychotic episodes, she was dealing with it. The panic attack, she was dealing with it. But it seemed like that was her breaking point. But it's like everybody treated me like it's wrong for me just asking for her to, instead of her take her anger out on me, just communicate that with me. Okay, everybody telling me to be patient with her, but I'm like, okay, if this, what I'm going through is overwhelming for her, which I'm sure it is, can I be fair and ask for her to be patient with me too? I mean, that go on both sides, but I'm feeling like I'm being attacked. Everybody acting like I'm the one going around attacking everybody when I'm losing friends left and right. At the time when I need people the most, I legit let a group chat know just to inform them that I'm going to the emergency room, and they legit had a meeting to say that I complain too much or that I don't ever have anything good to say while I'm laying up in the emergency room. That the person came back and told me while I'm laying in the emergency room. What happens while I'm in the chat today? The same thing that I said the other day, they're talking about today. 2 other people are in it talking about how they got put in Facebook jail. And me, I'm trying to just make sense of life. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to make sense of it all. I really am. Okay, so this person can talk about how they got put in Facebook jail. So if I say I got put in Facebook jail, this person said that they're going to the emergency room or they're sick. Because I say I'm sick. Or because I mentioned that I have not been able to participate much because I've been not feeling well. Okay. I know that people feed and thrive off of drama. But that's not my intent. I need an outlet to vent somewhere. But I'm not technically losing friends. It's people that never cowards that never told me face to face that they was never my friends from the beginning because they needed my money. And after this month after, well, not necessarily next month because of the stuff I got set back on, I got to catch up. But after that, I should be gravy. And even next month shouldn't be all that bad. Now that, shouldn't be all that bad. Because I won't be shopping there. Where they upcharge you 3 times as much as you can get the same thing on the internet for. My thing is, I be trying to love on people and expecting I'm gonna get the same love in return, and the world don't work like that. And it's a hard knock life world out here. And that's why I don't understand it, because I don't do people the way they do me. That's why it's hard for me to understand. But I need to also learn how to be prepared that people are going to be like that. Even when you're sick in the hospital. I mean, I'm kind of glad that my nurse did tell me to go to the emergency room. Because these antibiotics, finally, they got me feeling a little better. But so did the other two for the first couple of days. And then I started feeling worse. So maybe they was giving me the wrong kind of antibiotics from the beginning. But now, like I said, they're not really telling me what's wrong with me. But we just know I tested negative for COVID. I mean, people gotta understand where my anger and frustration coming from too. I'm confused with all that's going on with me right now. Let's set aside all the way that people are treating me on the strength of what was going on with my health. I am confused and trying to make sense of it all. And it is. It's irritating that my nurse keep push. You got COVID. Go to the emergency room. You got COVID. You got COVID. You got COVID. But now I'm the one being manic, and all because I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm your client, and I'm trying to vent to you what's going on, and you're gonna tell me you being a manic again. To me, that's like your name calling. It's like none of y'all are treating me right now. It's like, excuse me for feeling like I might need more support from my partner. I'll go to my room. I'll separate. Excuse me for thinking that this is the time that I need her the most. And she's being a bitch. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. But if it was the other way around, I would still be wrong. I just feel like people make up excuses for China. I do. This girl could bop me in the face today or tomorrow and people gonna say she had reason to. For real. It's like, who do I turn to? Like, where do I turn? Where do I go? I'm feeling like I need somebody to talk to. Try to talk to my nurse. She tell me I'm being manic. Trying to talk to my psychiatrist. Oh, she's backed up. Been asking them to get me a therapist for I don't know how long. They said, oh, you had therapy before. Okay. Trying to get support from my girlfriend. Oh, you gotta give her space. Then what do I do? Okay. Because all the people that I thought I thought were my friends, they try to justify why other people fuck over me. I obviously don't have my twin to talk to. My own twin, you would think that she would be like, okay, we both have mental disorders. The other twins, they're close. I promise you, if I close this doggone book, and y'all don't hear from me for a while, it is because I am talking to God. I mean, it's not like I don't talk to him already. Who doesn't talk to God? But sometimes you just need that something in your face that you can hear back. Sometimes you need that physical hug, that physical rub on the back, that physical voice in your ear saying it's gonna be okay. But like Matthew the 24th chapter, there's Well, shall wax cold. I guess that's where we at right now. And well, the 24th and 25th chapter, but technically I am still right in the ballpark at the 25th minute of saying that. I feel like Job in the Bible right now, where everything was taken from him. They ain't questioning, or maybe they did question Job, but everything was taken from him. And like I told the nurse, how they gonna question me when they took a whole $300 out of my check and been taking $300 out of my check? I'm not making what I'm supposed to be making right now because of a mistake they made. Yep. Like I said, all this is going on now. There'll be a video I can look back over when I try to turn to the world for confidence next time. You just cannot rely on people no more. People do not care. They feed on your pain. They thrive off of your downfall. They do not want to see you do better and get better. Anyway, they do not. People say they're your friend. They a friend of your downfall. They're a friend of your bank pockets draining. They're your friend, all right. But from what it seems like, me and China will be fine. And we just at a rocky spot right now. And even though I don't understand it right now, and guess what? I never will. Probably never will. But I'm going to do my research because my time coming up, and for all I know, it might be happening right now. With menopause. I'm just doing my little research with menopause. I'm going to do my research. That's why I utilize my time doing research in menopause. Because people with menopause go through much, just like women with periods do. I just didn't know it get that bad. Hot flashes is bad enough. That is probably, why I keep it cool in the house. I would try to be more mindful, but now I don't know how to approach or respond when China is moody. I don't know. I said, okay, I'll walk away when this move passes over. I don't know, man.